Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. Hope you're doing well. So yesterday on our playthrough of Lies of P, we managed to get to the swamp. We learned a little bit about who may or may not be Alidoro, the treasure hunting dog man. And he doesn't quite seem to be who he was letting on. I can't syntax that sentence. Anyway, so the reason why we're now suspicious of him is because Eugenie gave us a glove to return to Alidoro. Or not to return, but to repay a favor that he did her by saving her as a child or something like that. And the glove she gave us only had 4 fingers because he lost a finger in the attempt at rescuing her and a bunch of other people apparently. And the Alidoro we encountered said the glove didn't fit and it was rubbish and has 5 fingers, and so he's kind of on the suspicious targets list, and we're supposed to do some recon on what's going on with him. So beyond that, we went through the first portions of the swamp. We fought the 2 puppets of the future in this gigantic open area. And that's pretty much the last thing we did. I got a cryptographic canister, to go check out one of the buildings in the Pilgrim's Path from way earlier in the streams. So that's what I'm doing at the beginning of this stream. At the end of last night's stream, or rather right after the stream, I was messing around with the weapons and I was testing things out. And I came to a sudden terrifying realization that the weapon handles have that's where you get the scaling from, and it's not necessarily on the blades. So I've been using the booster glaive handle for quite a while, and I thought by me putting the motivity crank on it, it would boost it up further throughout the game, but that's not exactly the case. So I'm at a C scaling on the motivity with that handle specifically, and it's normally a D scaling, and it scales with technique at the level of B. So this is a technique weapon, and I'm certainly not kitted for technique. So I'm honestly considering respecking to go more in the technique style of builds. And if I did that, there is going to be a bit of a difference with how the Ludwig Holy Blade 7-coil spring sword would function as well. So it would go to a C technique, and that's not good. So I'll just need to really reconsider how I'm proceeding forward. So what I did after that is I was messing around with a bunch of the other weapons, and the pistol rock drill handle is a motivity scaler. So I was gonna just try to give this, pun intended, a whirl for a little bit to see if I can stick with it, because if I can use these 2 weapons, I'll be fine. But I really do like the charge attack, the booster glaive handle, but maybe I don't necessarily need that with the running style attack of this, although being able to close the gap is really nice at breaking open posture and whatnot. So yeah, I just don't know what to do. So with this spear handle, one thing that I did notice is that it really does make it like the whirligig saw. So yeah, I'm just going to give this a try for a little bit. So other than that, it seems extremely slow and maybe more of a specific use kind of weapon for me. So yeah, if I'm fighting multiple enemies, I think this would probably be better for me. And then in tight quarters, I could use this, or maybe use it to break open stances a bit more with the holding down the R2 and whatnot. But yeah. Anyway, so that's kind of where my headspace is at for tonight's stream. So let me get back to you guys with the chat. So Astanex, Boris, Scowleasy, Stella, Methoda, Clownscum, nice to have all of you guys in stream again. You were wondering what was up with that, with the new handle? Man, you noticed quickly. I'm pretty bad at recognizing weapons and whatnot based on their appearances. So I'm kind of impressed that you were able to do so. So I think the house that I wanted to get to... Oh, I probably should have gone up the thing a bit more. The house that I want to get to is like pretty much over that hill. And then I think that's it. But anyway, I digress. I guess it doesn't matter if I did it that way or not. So let me test out the new weapon. Oh. They died faster than I expected. So yeah, this normally uses the critical strike blade at the top of it, which would probably be really, really good with holding down the R2, especially because you can apply the crit thing to it, the grinder. So I think this weapon overall could just have been really strong, but I'm being stubborn and continuing to use the whirligig aspect of it. So I know there's another like big dude over here too. 18 Sith, yeah. Hold on. Uh-oh. That's kind of funny. All right. You almost typed protagonate instead of procrastinate. That looks overpowered? I mean, hopefully. It's obviously like a thrust style weapon, so it doesn't have a ton of horizontal range, but we'll see. Yeah, if it keeps things staggered like that, that'd be pretty good. Or like hit stunned, I suppose. So I'm gonna need to pull out my cryptogram thing. Actually, I don't know if this is the right spot or not. Oh yeah, this is the dude under there. Romeo's weapons OP? Yeah, so that was the other thing that I was thinking about doing, was if I did respec to go to the whole like booster glaive handle aspect, I would strongly consider trying to rock out the Puppet Master Scythe or whatever it's called. Because I did look up its moveset because I was curious after I realized, oh no, the booster glaive handle uses whatever they call dexterity in this game. Because I was like, well, if I did switch, I do have that other weapon to look at. And my god, the range on its charged R2s looks insane. Did I never go this way? I don't think I ever did go this way. Okay, that's probably why I never went that way. Okay. So let me pull out our cryptogram. Oh no, it did want me to go that way, huh? If this is the right place. Actually, this doesn't look right. Because I don't see the tree in the sandbags. Let me back it up a little bit more. Hi. In a small area, like a hallway, it staggers really well. And yeah, that's kind of the type of combat that I've been having a little bit of struggles with between the glaive and the holy blade. Although the holy blade, I've kind of figured out how to work that angle a bit more, just using the R2s rather than R1s or the running R2, which is extremely good. Romeo's weapon does have a minimum effective range problem, if you remember correctly. Yeah, and if it does, I think the booster glaive handle would probably cover its weaknesses well, although that's just conjecture based off of the very limited amount that I've seen. Okay. Let me look back at that. This is a different spot. Is this the ground? So there's a higher tier thing. I might just be in the wrong spot. It's not that. Oh, the laundry line. Wait, who the hell is that? Was he there that entire time? I mean, not this time around. I was talking about like the first time I came through this area. I doubt it. I'm assuming it's part of the cryptogram. Gotta use my eyes sometimes. Blindness OP. Blades have a plus-minus neutral rating for slash and stab, so the handle you use can affect that if you have a stabby handle on a slashy blade. Yeah, I don't think the saw blade is probably going to be the best weapon for this handle, but yeah. Is there... Maybe I should like look at the guide a bit more. Because slash is equals stab is down for this, maybe because of the blade head that I have on. Oh, yeah. I also took off all of my equipment because I was just screwing around with weapons. So that wasn't smart. I do have all of my amulets and what on. Man, I really don't remember what I had on. Definitely not that. Okay. Oof. Alright, anyway. I'll just deal with this. So I guess the handle is way heavier than what... Okay. Yeah, he was not here before? Okay, I didn't think so, but... Man, I was just gonna, like... be floored if he was.
How did you find this place? They saved me, didn't they? Those guys blabber about loyalty, but when the chips are down, they'll stab each other in the back. I don't know what's inside, and I don't really care. Take it with you and hurry. Getting involved sounds like trouble to me. You can find the stolen goods on your own. Getting involved sounds like trouble to me. You can find the stolen goods on your own.
Alright, so we got a robber's shack key. A key obtained from a resident of the Tomb Slums in Malum District. It opens a shack in the Tomb Slums. The robbers, sick of the barren swamp, made a plan to go home. Betting on the slum's loyalty, they hid their stolen goods in a shack. And here I was thinking I'd like need to jump onto the roof or something. So, this is the patches. I got. I was looking at the ceiling to show it off for chat. No honor amongst thieves and whatnot, I suppose. Sweet. Kind of figured it'd probably lead us up to the top. Because boy, has this bothered me for a long, long time. He's got to get them trinkets, yep. Yeah, so I thought I'd have to do something like that. Oh, it does work. Oh, that's a pretty steep fall. No wonder why I fell. Okay. Can't wait for him to, like, burst through the other wall and kick me in the pit again. That'd be amazing. Life amulet and a Legion caliber. So it looks like we've got Da Vinci's man engraved into that. Where it is. Increase max HP. Oh, so this is +1. I never noticed the Da Vinci dude in the first one. I forget what he's actually called, the Vitruvian Man? Alright. The description's the same, so I'm not going to worry about that. And what else did we get? Oh yeah, Legion Caliber. Cool. They use the collapsing floor prank so much and Teen Sith loves it. Oops. Is it really a stream if I don't accidentally R2 when I don't mean to? Oh yeah, I guess I could just warp out now, since I already sent the elevator up. Hotel? Yeah, probably. Maybe I should talk to some NPCs and whatnot. Let me check if this tells me to look at things. Oh, I should go get the gold coins. So it just wants me to talk to Gangrene. Sorry, Legion Caliber for this. I would need a second one for the puppet string. Okay. Backing that up, he is heavier than he looks because he's a robot. Or all these buildings are weak.
I always welcome friend.
Alright, so I did put on the stagger grindstone. Which I'll need to remember to like actually use that sometime. Yeah. Let's just talk to her. I guess that's pretty much it.
I get the puppets. What is happening?
Alright, so yeah, when I go back to the swamp, I want to double check a couple areas to see that I've explored them fully. Because I felt like I've explored... That looked like a spider or something to me for a second, like it could jump off the ceiling. Don't know why I only thought about that this time around. So yeah, like I was saying, it feels like I've explored a decent chunk of it, but not necessarily every part of every little wing, which is kind of annoying. But I only have myself to blame.
Stalker, please.
Oh yeah, and so some other things that we did on last stream for anybody who may be tuning in now is we heard that the Red Fox and the Cat Dude are looking for gold coins to cure his alleged blindness. And we talked to the butler guy, and he wanted us to use one of the gold coins to help develop a cure for Antonia's sickness, her petrification disease. And he wanted us to use the alchemist Janjo to help. But Antonia didn't necessarily want them to use the gold coins, and the description for the gold coin fruit mentions that something is always taken as a consequence of it. So I'm making the hardest of Will's decision to kind of just let him get got in the natural course of events, despite the little icons telling me to save Antonia. So that might be a critical mistake, but it's kind of worth doing sometimes. I don't know. You don't know until you try. So I'm going to go talk to Alidoro, and at the very least I will purchase the boss weapon, although I don't necessarily intend to use it quite yet. Just in case other things happen in the story to make it more difficult to get to him.
You're a worthy hunter, and it is worthy prey. Show that swamp monster what you're capable of.
Oh, okay, yeah. And so we ran into like another treasure hunter, and he told us that Alidoro is wanted for like a bunch of petty crimes and like assault and whatnot. And we even had evidence of a wanted poster. So I guess now we can confront him about it. But before doing that, let's go ahead and purchase some items from him just to be on the safe side of things. So the Burnt White King's Ergo can get us the Puppet Ripper. I almost said Repit Pipper. Dyslexia. And then it could also give us the Triumvirate Amulet. And according to Scowleezy, he said the ability tier +1 is talking about the motivity, or not motivity, but the scaling damage type that the Legion arms do, which is it might be pretty good to be honest, but I'm kind of more interested in this. Although this would potentially give us like more use. I don't know. Anyway, rip to the first playthrough. Alright. Now what's he got to say for himself?
What's this? A poster singing my praises? Oh dear, your practical jokes go too far. A wanted poster. Let me explain. There is an unscrupulous reporter called Medoro, and he's the epitome of yellow journalism, and he only writes favourable articles if you bribe him. One time, I didn't give him a certain antique he wanted, and he slandered me, just like this. What has this world come to? Even noble explorers searching for true history get lambasted for all to see. Perhaps I should be pleased that this scrap of paper is powerless, as there's no authority to pay the reward. You can keep it as a souvenir.
Interesting, no authority to pay the reward. And one of the things that the other treasure hunter had mentioned yesterday on stream, but I don't remember if I talked about it, I think I got distracted by other things, is that he mentioned that there were ruins in this area, which kind of makes more sense as to why they found Ergo via mining. Because I was like, that doesn't make sense to me that if they were mining, like literally mining in a mine, that they would have come across Ergo if it's supposed to be related to the human soul and whatnot. But if there's some like ancient prehistoric ruins, or maybe not prehistoric, but anyway, if there's some ancient ruins, that would address a lot of my questions on that front.
You're a worthy hunter.
Yes, Boris, that is a spoiler.
Show that swamp monster what you're capable of.
That is a big spoiler. Alright. So that's that then. I'm gonna jump down here and try to deal with this dude using this weapon, just to see how it feels. Alright, I was too slow with that. I was too slow with that. I might have been able to block, but I didn't. Obviously that could have been a lot better, but I'm still not used to this. So that doesn't stagger as quickly as I thought it could, which I mean it makes sense, otherwise this weapon would actually be broken. Alright, let me adjust myself right here. Ask next. Oh, this is the other dude. I was like, what? Didn't we just talk to him? Or maybe they both have dog masks on. I don't know. Asnex always figured Ergo is like Mako from FF7. Rare, useful, and not wise to mess with. Yeah. I feel like that's just kind of a very abundant trope for like a lot of Japanese media. Like that kind of animism that goes along with Mako or the live stream, etc. Blood Echoes, Ergo. And hey, Mercy, welcome back to stream.
Life is short, and life in Krat is shorter. I reckon I should cherish what time I've got. All I can do is keep plugging away. If you come back by, say hello. Maybe I'll get this place open. You actually met Alidoro and asked him about the wanted poster. That's odd. Alidoro and Medoro are friends. When I was hurt, he took me to Medoro, who was one of the first on the scene. Medoro was quite the medic. He saved me when the workshop tower fell. There's gotta be a logical explanation. The Alidoro I admire would never talk about a friend like that. But who knows, maybe that wanted poster is real. You keep an eye on him if you see him again.
Okay, so this just kind of, keeps adding more nails into the proverbial coffin there.
In times like these, when truth and lies are blurred, the only thing to believe is your gut instinct about a person. I trust Alidoro. He wants to save people and seek out the truth. Anyhow, you gave me the first lead on Alidoro I've had in months. Take this in return. Consider it a gift suitable for times like these.
Oh no, Hugo's gonna get killed by a... No, I was trying to combine like fake with Alidoro, but Falidoro just doesn't quite roll off the tongue the right way.
Life is short, and life in Krat is shorter. I reckon I should cherish what time I've got.
You know, that message...
If you come back...
Yeah, the fact that he's even talking about how little time he has left almost feels on the nose at this point. Alright, so I'm going to see if fake Alidoro and or Eugenie have anything else to say, and then I'll go back to exploring our regularly scheduled area. Alright, I'll just go back to the hotel now. Hugo so wholesome. Malidoro? That'd be pretty decent. Fakey-doro. He certainly puts the Doro in Alidoro. And Doro means swamp and, like, stagnant.
Whatever choice you make, I shall wait.
It doesn't mean swamp. It's like stagnant, but anyway. Eugenie, that's right.
I know my way around.
Nothing. I kind of figured that would be the case. Even like... So one of the weirder things about this game is sometimes there is extra dialogue even when there's no icon for the NPC to alert you to it. So that's why I wanted to double check despite everything. Alidor Faux. That's pretty good. Just like Faux Sefka. So we've got that puppet here. Goes back this way. I feel like I've already explored everything that way. Oh, but this is a good opportunity. Uh-oh. Okay. So the R2 is a bit slower than I hoped. Or expected is probably the better word. I almost thought it could be like a rapier type stab where you do like a really quick flick of the wrist, as the showman said. Oh. it's a really long recovery period for me after that R2, I think. I don't know if I could block. I didn't try it, honestly. Well. Oh, no, no, no. It doesn't seem like I can. Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad. I did not mean to do it 3 times. Oh yeah, I don't need to be in front of this dude's face for whatever reason. Okay. Asenex says, Ergo is basically human souls, so sticking them in human robots as a power source won't have any issues, right? Right, absolutely. 100. For real, for real. I don't know if I got all the butterflies in this area. I assume not. But that is not an island, that's just a bunch of poop. So the puppets of the future did not respawn. We got rid of the ballista in this area. I'm surprised I reached that. An alchemical booster. So I think that's the last butterfly I needed there. Apparently I am wrong. Man, this butterfly's quick. Motivity crank. Alright. Feel pretty good about that. So I'm going to go back into the next area and double check the cave with all of the Indiana Jones balls of fire. This is a good opportunity, using my own words against me. It was, but that doesn't mean I capitalized on that opportunity. May as well heal up. So we had a bear and 3 enemies up here. It's pretty slow. If that hit stun is decent enough for most enemies, this might be an okay option for tight quarters. Probably should have leveled up before I came up here. And lost all of my... Oh, the golden ergo. I forgot about that. I mean, that's not it, but that's what we'll be working towards eventually. That's what I get. Don't think lying would have saved me there. You can lie about many things, but gravity will always find out the truth. Hey, 2-Hit, how's it going, man? Oh, this is a bad spot, huh? Aw. How did I even get up to this area? Hey, 2-Hit, how far did you get in your split Dark Souls 2 runs? I was just thinking about that the other day. Because I know you took a break, we could say. Oh, that's kind of cool. So that actually kind of has a bit more spread than I was initially thinking, because you could just angle it a different way. This is going to be the death of me. I must have dropped down. I'm gonna wait for the next one again. Yeah, I don't think I can make that jump. I'm scared. Alright, so I guess I can only go forward from this way. And then I'll need to backtrack the other way. I don't think I'd be able to make that jump. Oh yeah, I never went that way, huh? You finished the stuff that differentiated between the two? The remainder was all the stuff that was the same? Okay. Wait, what do you mean all the stuff that was the same? Like, did you do the DLCs? Because, I mean, Vanilla doesn't have any of the DLC. And then, obviously, the final fight is a bit different.
Whatever choice you make.
Vitality, capacity. I mean, I might just completely pivot on what I'm working with here. I probably am going to respec because I did not put enough thought into what I just allocated my stat to right there. And that's probably a sign that I don't really care at this point. But if I did respec, I might just do that off stream so I don't like take up a bunch of time doing that on stream. So I think at the most I would just switch weapon handles again and go back to... Oh my goodness, that was scary. Have I gone that way before? Yes, I must have. That looks dangerous. That's kind of terrifying. Did something else just fall? Got some more ergo there randomly. Seemingly randomly. That's kind of funny. Vanilla does have the DLC, but it's exactly the same. You believe the endgames are made the same too? Same with Pilgrims of the Dark? When Scholar came out, they added the Oldia stuff to Vanilla. True, that is true. I forget you're not like playing 1.0. You're just doing Vanilla. I forgot about that. So I've yet to cross that side of the ravine, but I will wait to do that stuff. And I will... Oh, it did connect? It looked like it didn't, I guess. Silly me. Yes, I'm gonna double check this area real quick. By real quick, I mean I'll probably get hit by a ball and just take a lot longer than I anticipated. So that was a death pit. I remember that much. I'm gonna stop here again. Oh, okay, so that's the area I just came from. So the ball just goes over. I think this is a death pit too. That was a little bit scary. There was an item there. Alright, so maybe there's nothing else over here, which is good. Can't tell if there's a difference between a running R1 and a running R2. Oh, that's scary. Okay. And then nothing over here. Alright, alright. And then these things are back. Oh, that one shot her? How did that even happen? Okay. I would read your guys' messages while I'm running around, but I also don't want to accidentally run off a ledge real quick. Okay. Chadwick asks, have good PS3 emulators started to happen? I don't know the particulars, but at the very least, I know a lot of people have been emulating the original Demon Souls on PS3. Oh, this is one of the tankier boys. And that seems to have been a success. And I know people can upscale that game. I was hoping that would knock him off. This is Sparta! Brutal. I forgot that you like don't do a kick or anything with the visceral attacks in this game. I feel like this is gonna break. It's got me all paranoid and crap. Ooh, another Legion caliber. So that's enough to upgrade the puppet string. So I can start dodging around. If I so choose to use that. Which it might be good with these like heavier weapons. So, okay, I guess that was it for this mini section of the area. So I'll go up the ladder through the tower. No, there's nothing that way. So I guess I'll just teleport to the other section of the swamp. Okay, we're doing pretty well here. RPCS 3 has been pretty good for a while. Not perfect, but significantly better than it was a few years ago. Scallies, you knew they added it in. You did the Aldia stuff years ago on 360 and it never showed up on your most recent run. Maybe you didn't have the game fully patched to the present. And Chadwick thinks the PS3 is a system that doesn't get much representation. Well, part of that is because, like, the architecture for the PS3 was really difficult to work with from the very little that I know. Eventually, the way that devs worked around it was they would develop games on the PS3 at the end of its life cycle and then just port those. Oh, there's a boss over here. And they would just port the PS3 version into Xbox because it was a hell of a lot easier to go that way than to reverse engineer from Xbox to PS3. Because I think it had like 6 or 8 cores or something like that, which was very, very uncommon at that time and whatnot. But yeah. 2, it says, RPCS3 is the definitive way to play Drakengard 3 since it doesn't have the frame rate issues that playing it on console does. Yeah, and that's the other thing about like Demon Souls. Apparently you can upscale it. You can fix the frame rate so it's not like 30 FPS and whatnot. You get load times as fast as the remake. I believe it. And yeah, as you to it said, there's a private server for Demon Souls, so you can still get the messages and invasions going. Scally's profile was connected to the internet, and Rungarl's helm gave you the bonus stats, which is how you use to tell if DS2 is patched or not. Hey, without horns, welcome into stream. Nice to have you again. All right. So before dealing with this boss, which is probably a little bit of a mistake with my weapon loadout right now, I'm going to hydrate super quickly. Okay, here goes nothing. Notice how easy of a run-up it is to the boss? So this is going to be as bad as Hercule, is what you're saying, huh? Or a gank fight. So it looks like this dude might be weak to fire because there's a bunch of fire around, or he's not weak to fire at all. Uh-oh. And what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, in some ways he kind of reminds me of a Mad One from Bloodborne. That was too early. Oh, he does not have a lot of health comparatively. So those are long appendages, which can be used to get me. I was afraid he was going to grab. Uh-oh. Okay, I was too slow on that. Yeah, he's not nearly as tanky as the last boss, it seems, just from the one hit, I can tell. Alright, so I'm just not going to play it safe, essentially. I think I'm just going to be aggressive this time around. Are those dangling in its eyes? It seems like it, yeah. Hey, Elden Enthusiast, welcome back. I've lied way too much. So much so that gravity had to bring me back down from all my sitting on that throne of lies. He poisoned me! What a jerk. Alright, I'm too slow with blocking. So much for being aggressive. So this kind of boss also seems like it might be good to use the Aegis on. Is Stella suggesting that the danglies are false eyes like a basilisk? Who knows? Okay, so no. I need to block way earlier with that one. So that one's slower. That one's extremely slow. That one's also slow. Man, the timing on these are awkward sometimes. Too early. I'm already that low on heals. Holy crap, man. I was trying to attack. I think I was out of stamina. My block was too slow. My weapon's broken because of the decay. I already used it. And I got distracted by that. Okay. Timing issue. Now that you say it, you think it's possible it's dangly eyes or false eyes? I love it when my dog starts snoring. Alright, so maybe I need to dodge forward and through it. I'm stuck. I was too slow on that. Oh, it's the same move. Okay, I thought that was going to be different. It was way too early. Oh, that still caught me? Okay. Four-hit combo. That still hit me? I was still in range, okay. Damn it. I went for it. I was greedy. I really need to start using my Aegis more. Oh, especially on the second long ones. That'd probably be a bit better. I could also try to guard parry. It's a Diablos head grab thing. There we go. Oh, I wasn't trying to attack. Okay. I'm decayed already? That's so annoying. Didn't I just heal that? I'm getting tilted. Alright. Am I out of the heals? Is that what it was? That would make a lot more sense. I should double check that. No, I still had 2, so maybe I just didn't actually use it. It reapplied right after I fixed the decay. Yeah, if it could fully decay after 1 hit, that's kind of infuriating. Do I have the decay armor piece equipped? I probably don't. I think I did at one point, and then after screwing around with all my equipment, that messed things up a lot. Wait, this doesn't do decay. I'm assuming that's just acid, because this doesn't say decay at all. Why is decay not represented on here? But I might want to put on the pierce damage reduction. No, strike is another one. I can't tell if he's like doing all 3 types of damage. What's the one that's been the worst for me? Maybe slash? I'll try this. Not that I really think it matters. I just got tilted after thinking that I healed the status element. Decay is acid? Okay. That's the 4-hit attack. Oh, damn it. I stunned him out of it. Hey, a guard parried for once. I didn't guard parry that, though. Oh, damn it, phase 2, I should have expected. Oh no! This is like the dream that I had. Zoink Scoob. Can't see what's going on. Oh, what the hell? That one-shot me. Alright, I'm gonna put on the strike resistant stuff, or whatever it's called. The Murfinator returns. Damn hermit crabs. Yoink, Scoob. I guess the swamp monster isn't a guy in a costume. Alright, so... Alright, right, I can use that as well. Decisions. Alright, my decay meter's filled. I see that. I see it. That was way too early. I'm kind of terrified after last time. Oh my god. I couldn't dodge. Like, I was mashing the button, but after that first hit, I just got stuck in place. Holy crap. We're in one of the movies then? The Scooby-Doo movies confirm the existence of the paranormal? Eldon says, seeing me fight this stinky thing reminds you of a Reddit post you saw today, reminding Warhammer 40k players to focus on their hygiene. Alright, I'll do this once more, and then I might need to go back and buy some of the cleansing items, whatever they're called. I tried blocking. Alright. Oh, I got really lucky with that one. Not so lucky there. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Ah, the range. I whiffed my R2, and that would have been the ticket to Easy Street. No, I've not seen Zombie Island. Have I ever seen the Asmongold Nurgle video? I don't believe so. Why? I'm like curious. Did he just like imitate a Nurgle? I'm decayed. I'm screwed. Okay. That really just one shot decayed me. That's infuriating. I don't even care at this point right now. Oh, I remember the Cartoon Network Scooby-Doo Blair Witch parody clip. Yeah. Dylan doesn't actually interact with the 40k fandom. You just lurk and enjoy content. No thing. That was weird. It's like an Ouija board trying to tell me to summon. That was peak 90s content.
No matter what fate serving welcome.
Yeah, Cartoon Network had a bunch of really cool shows out for a time, and then they got rid of them all, didn't they? Remove attribute status elements, remove special. So I'm gonna need like 10 of these, probably. I know that was 9, but...
At the house of
I thought he sold fire papers. Apparently not. Teleport to... here, I think. Clown said, this is the only boss you summoned for. You hated this thing so much. Honestly, even though I've only done it like a couple times getting to phase 2, even I'm considering summoning. Because I feel like when the boss legitimately has the power to one-shot you, that just kind of tips into the territory of not so fun for me. And then I don't really care if I summon, because I play to have fun And I tell others to play to have fun as well. And typically I do have more fun by fighting things in the mano-a-mano fashion. So I'm also going to start like cheesing this crap. Let's use thermites because I think that's probably going to be good against him. The dog is snoring. Elliot says, this bog is that sick little boy's fault. He wished on Monkey's Paw to have his pal Murphy back, and look what happened. I feel like this swamp monster predates the Monkey Paw wish of the little boy. You found its stabby attack too hard to read, then it gives decay like, no, that's too much. I should have been tipped off when I struck the boss in phase 1. I was like, oh my god, it has like a normal health bar after the last 2 fights. Should have realized then the reason behind it. Oh god. It's way too early. Way too early. But at least that one's not the kind that, damn it, now it's too late. Alright, I'm not going to waste any more consumables on this because it's kind of a botched run. That decayed me. I was at an empty meter, wasn't I? I'm not gonna deal with this right now. I'm gonna need to adjust my equipment a bit more. Maybe I need an amulet. That's probably the way to work with it. I'll take off the God of Arm, the Arm of God, spoonerism, because I'm not getting like a lot of consecutive hits off right now. So that doesn't seem to be worthwhile by any measure. Chadwick says, you often look at summons as important to their quest or not. If there's a story to care about, sure, you think some mechanics are hidden behind summon interactions. I think it works better when you can see like who or what you're summoning and if they have like a quest associated with it. Lucatiel's wasn't bad. Millicent's is okay. I feel like FromSoft just kind of fails a lot on that front. I'm trying to think of like a good summon. Oh, probably the best summon would be Sigurd for the Yorm fight. For like, with the exception of like how convoluted it is to even get to that point. Stamina recovery. I've already got that. Does this thing count as a carcass? I'm gonna do the life amulet +1, because if I don't die, it's just as good. Yeah, I pretty much need to have that on though. So this seems like it contributes almost nothing. Damn it. Yeah, that's probably... Damn it. There we go. So that's only like 0.7 physical reduction. This is going to be way too heavy. I think this is probably the best I can do. Okay. NPCs don't matter. Testing because your last 2 comments didn't send. Now it's all good. Yeah, sometimes the YouTube chat is weird. It seems like there's been a couple messages throughout the night where they haven't gotten through, where you guys have been seeming to reply to a couple things that I haven't seen. Yeah. In Neo, they had an AI wingman the whole level, or not? No, something about it? Story conditions or nothing? Okay. Stella says, the nice thing about having the chat on the screen is you can tell if stuff doesn't send since you can't see it on your end. Yeah, okay. Alright, so that's only 1 hit to halfway. Oh god. So that's the 4-hit combo. I just can't get the right range sometimes. I whiffed that one. Okay. It's too slow. I was too slow on that one. That one I knew it was coming, but okay. At least I'm getting the feel of it. Maybe not the feel, but the muscle memory is starting to get there, at least for that. Is it just... Oh, it is top chat. What the hell? Thank you. I did not enable that by default. Maybe I need to pay more attention to that throughout the streams. Let me look back. No, maybe it just doesn't load up the previous messages. Oh no, now I got this stupid heart thing back. How long have I been fighting Oscar the Grouch? Maybe the past half hour or so. There it is. Oscar the Grouch, that's a great nickname for him. He is just the green monster of the swamp. I didn't even read the title plates. How did I get behind him? Hey, I blocked the final hit for once. I'm gonna get got. How did the second one hit me? That's not cool. You scorpion me. That's the 4-hit one. Man, I need to get better at that. Or, you know, just kill him this time around so I don't have to get better. Stop. Heal, please. Oh god, this is bad. Gonna YOLO it. I'm out of stamina. Oh man. Stop hitting me! I was too slow. I remembered at the last second that I have shot puts. No. Ah, okay. He got me on the wind up there. Yes, I'll need to check my stream settings for the chat every night, I think, to make sure that it's on live chat and not the top chat. So that way your guys' messages don't get vanished? I don't understand. So I almost got his second phase down to half health, so that's not too bad. I was still too slow. Or too early. That is so annoying. Whew. Okay, here we go. Just don't get squished immediately, right? This is gonna hurt. Oh, thank goodness. Heal, please. He's keeping attacking. I remember that fight, that attack. We need to blink. Oh, okay. I thought I screwed that up. Go! Hell yeah! Puppet devouring green hunter's ergo. Well, he believed in us. That wasn't too bad. Not like those last two fights. I mean, that was pretty rough at times. Don't get me wrong. Whew, feels good to not spend 3 hours on a boss fight. Unusual ergo acquired after defeating the green monster of the swamp. This is the material that Vanini said he needed to find a way to get rid of the Isle of Alchemists. To get to the Isle of Alchemists. The golden ergo is famous for its high value due to its high power. And then... should have gotten it here. Okay. Puppet devouring green hunter's ergo. Ergo obtained from the green monster of the swamp. It is packed with immense power. No one knows where the green monster of the swamp came from. Some think he was produced from Krot's Wrath. Krot's Wrath. Can't read. So that was like, what, 30, 40 minutes worth of a fight? That's not too bad at all. Okay. A lot faster than you thought? Nice. You ripped the hard drive out of your old laptop? Ripped as in like copied or out of anger? Can't tell with text. Thanks for the congrats. Alright, let's go see what the fake Alidoro has to say. Allegedly fake Alidoro.
I knew you'd do it. I had a feeling you'd be the perfect bait. I got what I wanted thanks to you. The last hero weapon is finally in my hands. I knew where it was, but I didn't dare lay my hands on it. The swamp is too dangerous. Someday soon, you'll see. You have my thanks. And you've earned a nickname. Alidoro's best bait. See you at the hotel.
Oh no.
Thank you for your hard work. Alidoro's best bait. Let's go back to the hotel and celebrate the spoils of the hunt. Thank you for your hard work. Let's go back to
May have made a mistake. I don't want to go to the hotel yet. Where's the blood-starved beast now? Or Onyxia. Acid canister. Alright. Time to just go back to the Stargazer and see who all he kills at the hotel if he's working with the alchemists. He's not even hiding it anymore. I know, right? You physically remove the drive, the machine is dead, battery's toast, screen is blotto, but the drive's full of goods? Yeah, that's understandable. Ooh, feels good, but also very bittersweet if our not-so-friendly friend Alidoro is going to start the murder. So who all is here? It's a lot of faces to show up right here. Oh, that was by the hotel crot thing. I just was not thinking. Okay. Why wouldn't he hide it? It's not like you can hurt him. He's got some of those Elden Ring style barriers to prevent the murder. Honestly, it's been pretty good that I haven't been able to accidentally murder NPCs, because I would have accidentally murdered at least 2, I think, by this point in the game. Oh, it's a different daytime cycle. Actually, now that I think about it, this whole day/night/weather cycle could have been a very interesting way of like updating enemies and having more incentive to go back to different parts of the world.
Life is short, and life in Krot is shorter. I reckon all I can do is keep plugging.
Nothing with him. I didn't think there'd be anything different, but you know, just checking. All right, here we go. Ain't nothing but a hound dog. Elvis Meek. He knows a puppet when he sees one, and he's pulling our strings so well. Alidoro in the original story saves Pinocchio from the green monster. It makes the game's version a lot funnier. Okay. This plan's finished.
No matter what fate brings us, serving her, welcome to her.
She wasn't pointing to it.
People have no idea. Thanks for keeping.
So that's the same? I didn't know I could skip it all those other times.
I found the last treasure thanks to you. The Saber. A precious artifact from overseas. It'll always remind me of the rascal who stole it, then fell into the nest. I tried to save it, but I failed. Let the punishment fit the crime, I say. And in a twist of fate, you must become the weapon's true owner. A great weapon calls for a great warrior.
I'm a little surprised it didn't pop me all the way out to the beginning. Puppet Devouring Green Hunter's Ergo gives us the 2 Dragons sword. Double dragons? Link Emergency Dodge and Wind of Swords. Or is it Wind? Dodge quickly forward, uses an extra Fable slot to perform up to 2 attacks. That sounds kind of cool. Blow a Wind of Swords forward, deals AoE damage to enemies in front of you. So this is an A-scaling technique weapon. I think this is the highest one so far. A precious sword that was at the Grand Exhibition Gallery. They say it was the saber of a commander from a quiet eastern land. The sea remembers the vow of the warrior, the general who rose up with a dragon to protect the people who claimed a lonely victory in dozens of wars. Then, along with that, we get the Ghost Walk amulet. Fury attack dodge available. An amulet that can be equipped on a puppet. The sentries feared the ghostly movements of the green monster of the swamp. One of the sentries miraculously managed to put the monster's information in an amulet, but he also disappeared. I'm really curious about both of these items. Like, they both sound like they could be really, really cool. I really, really wish that they had a bit of a preview video to go along with these things specifically, kind of like how they do with the Legion arms, because that would really help contextualize what exactly these do. Oh, I don't even know why I didn't... Oh, that's why. Reborn Champions, there we go. Wait, what did I get from the Reborn Champion? Oh yeah, the Arm of God. Who's the Twisted Angel? Never mind. How did the puppets kill anyone when they have all those personal barriers? That's the question, isn't it? Not just one, but 2 dragons. It's the dex weapon, you think? Yeah, it seems like it. Enables iframes for fury attacks. Oh. That could be really, really good. Wait, what's a fury attack? Is that... That's the triangle button, right? I thought that's Fable. Wait, what the hell is a fury attack? Fury attacks are the red attacks? But you already have iframes, because they're... Wait, oh, so you can dodge them. Oh, okay. So that's even, like, better than I thought. But... So the fury attack is the red attack, not, like, the visceral thing showing up. Isn't Twisted Angel Sephiroth? Yeah. The one-winged angel. A little bit of inconsistency with the terminology, perhaps? I don't know. Without Horn said, if you had to choose between a cool sword and the Arm of God, you know what you're choosing? The sword has a special thing, too. Yeah, I would also need to switch to the good old... Man... Alright, I'm going to look up the 2 Dragon Sword moveset real quick. Lies of P, 2 Dragon's Sword moveset. I don't think people are going to show it off as well as I want. So this will be like a 1-minute video for me, so I'll be right back. And then this is the kind of noob trap setup killer. If we try to come this way, the boulder comes crashing through, and then you just fight a bunch of Cabra demons, a bunch of Taurus demons, and so having another recycled... Why is that back now? Well, you got by the oldest one in the book. Venom says, when you started this playthrough, you mentioned how obvious the ball rolling trap was, and I thought he's going to fall for it on a second trip through the asylum. I figured he probably didn't have a lot of hits with this Vihander. Honestly, that video was a little bit too quick to quite understand what inputs they were doing, so I'm going to try to watch a different one real quick here. And then this is the kind of noob trap setup killer. If we try to come this way, the boulder comes crashing through, and then you just fight a bunch of Cabra demons, a bunch of Taurus demons, and so having another recycled... Why is that back now? Well, you got by the oldest one in the book. Venom says, when you started this playthrough, you mentioned how obvious the ball rolling trap was, and I thought he's going to fall for it on a second trip through the asylum. I figured he probably didn't have a lot of hits with this Vihander. Wait, what? That's actually really, really funny. Okay, so I checked that out. It looks interesting, but I don't know if it's anything that I would like really use. It probably has like a very good use in like the right set of circumstances, but doesn't quite look like the playstyle I want to go with for right now. So, I mean, I could hold off, but I don't know if like the fake Alidor was going to stick around. So anyway, wait, that weighs 14.9? That kind of changes things, to be honest. Weighs as much as a blade. Weighs more than the Arm of God. check out the charged heavy attack. Yeah, that honestly reminds me of the spear weapon that has like the saw blade at the end of it, so you could like block an enemy attack and then hit them, which is cool, don't get me wrong. Looks interesting, but I don't know if I'd use it. Sounds like 90% of the combat options in Elden Ring. A little bit. I cut off the trailer at the best time. I'm sorry. Two Hit says, you get the impression that they make the really strong amulets the most weighty. This one isn't as good as the Fable one, which is kind of surprising. Maybe it's better with specific weapons, but even like tier 4 didn't seem quite as effective. Screw it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I regret everything. So, alright. I talked to him. Who else did I need to talk to? No, I guess that would be whom. No. Talk to who else? To whom else? That doesn't make sense. I'm going to need to think about that grammatically. Because it's an object of a preposition, so it should be whom. Anyway, that's not important, and I'm sure you guys are like, what the hell? Let's talk to Eugenie.
I know my way around a weapon.
She has nothing to say about him. Oh yeah. The golden ergo.
No. Can it be? It can. Are you hurt anywhere? Ha! You never fail to surprise me, companion. Now, allow me to return the surprise. This little wonder creates a lead-acid battery in a flash. The golden ergo is the purest form of power we can use, and it's nearly perfect. We could power a city block with this. You see, the alchemists ordered transportation from me, powered by this. I'm not sure, but maybe it's still in their underground base. Just one problem with the base. I don't know exactly where it is. I don't know when exactly either. I had to just hand it over immediately after the launching ceremony. After all, I am the prince of the cracked social scene, and I surrendered to their mysticism. There, it's done. Now take it. A secret alchemist's underground lair. That sounds like something Antonia might well have heard of. You'd better ask her about it.
Golden lead acid battery.
I always welcome friends.
Alright, let's check that out. Oh yeah, and we can upgrade the puppet arm. Did I get something new? Hold on. No Falcon Eyes. I'm really curious to see how good or bad that one is. But at the very least, I did use the Aegis pretty well in that last fight. Which I guess I should have used its charge up function, but I didn't think about it. Yeah, I refused the blade.
By the way, do you remember when I mentioned my partner? I got a distress signal from him. His last location was Krot Central Station, but my gear won't protect me from the petrification disease there. Can you find him for me? I'll make it worth your while. Thanks. My partner's name is Atkinson. I think he was trying to secure an escape route. Look for him around Krot Central Station. I think he was trying to secure an escape route. Look for him around Krot Central Station.
Alright, so that's another little side quest.
No matter what fate brings, serving welcome.
what happened at the exhibition. How frightful. It's no wonder you're trying to track down the alchemists. I'll tell you one thing. Many secrets are buried in the city of Krat. The same goes for this hotel. Beneath us, there is a passage connected to an underground base of the alchemists. It's where Ergo's vein was first discovered, long ago. Until the petrification disease, the hotel worked hand in hand with the alchemists. But I didn't know they'd be so corrupt. Everything changed when Simon became their leader. Oh, I thought the survivors of the exhibition would be different. But they're just as corrupt. The passageways to the underground base are locked from their side. We can't get through unless they open them. And the underground base is the only way to embark for the Isle of Alchemists. If we find the right alchemist, perhaps we can get that door opened. I heard that some of them occupy the collapsed tower of the train station. And the collapse makes me wonder whether they had something to do with the recent earthquake. Look into it, won't you?
Right, so there's a secret passage. I might have spaced out a little bit, but I don't know if she specified how I opened it exactly, so I'm a little bit confused. Anyway, Asnex, thanks for hopping in the streams as always, and you have a good night. Vanini looks like he's doing his idle animations at 3 times speed. It's because of all the coffee, man. You wonder what's in her IV? Is it just blood? I'll look at that a little bit closer.
People have no ideas, and thanks for keeping me company.
Should talk to Geppetto. Some very light-looking blood. It's brandy. Right, yeah, I think, no, I'll probably respec off stream so that way I don't take up the time for it. Otherwise, I would have done it now. Oh, the cat. So I think that's the same as before. See if we can finally utilize this painting. Doesn't seem so. I like the little leaf at the end of it. It's kind of funny.
You don't remember much beyond Rosa Isabel Street, do you? Ask me about areas you want to know about. People call them their headquarters. I remember tales of an underground dock in
It's kind of funny that Geppetto doesn't seem to know that, but Antonio does. Until proven otherwise, you're going to assume it's filled with whiskey. Maybe we need to think of a classier liquor that would match the prestige of Lady Antonia. Did I need to talk to anybody else? Just John Joe. John Joe. Oh, it's probably the place that I need to go to is probably in the cave, just further on. So I can reset a Legion arm. Maybe I'll do that to the Fulminus. So it really only requires one? So I'll still need 3 to get that. Inject booster. I should have been using these, huh? With the booster, the fruit is growing quickly. Can I keep boosting this? Oh, the time is literally going faster. I see. So that only costs 4. That's kind of crazy. It's not very expensive at all. Although maybe they assumed people would be using the cube's power a bit more. That'd make more sense. But if they wanted people to do that, they shouldn't have made the animation take so long. At least not for the healing one. I don't even know if the others are better.
I shall wait for you. Whatever choice.
Okay. Level up a bit more. Not gonna worry about capacity. Just go motivity. Alright, time to go back to the swamp. It's Mountain Dew. Oh, is it Code Red? Is that what it is? Barren Swamp Nest. So the question is the nest barren, or is it the swamp that is barren? It's a little bit of a joke because the swamp is always called the Barren Swamp. Yeah, I saw the quartz upgrade that speeds up the cube animation, but if memory serves me correctly, you were the one that said it wasn't worthwhile. Like I said, if they had, like, video previews to go along with it, I might be more tempted to use it. Let's try this weapon again. Oh yeah, and I need to change my equipment, I think. I can back up with this. That's kind of useful. Dough. I think that's pretty much about as good as I can get this. So that's only 2 more though. Oh, that's okay. Depends on how much you use the cube. It's really only worth it if you summon a lot. Oh, so it might have been Clown that said it wasn't really worth it. Let's go to Lost Izalith here. See, at least I know that those fake dancers are weak to the big hits of this. Uh-oh. He's seeing me. She's a tanky girl. Star Fragment. The Marigo Fragment. So we got some doors. We got our Freddy Krueger style stuff going on here. Thanks, pal. So the carcasses are fighting the puppets, which I guess makes sense. I'm a puppet, they fight me too, right? This is one hell of a fall. So that was like a cutscene type thing. This is decay. How many heals do I have? Saw blade just for that. Don't know how long this lasts. Crot Central Station. I can't wait to get ganked from behind for this. I lied. He looks not so much like a dude. So, okay, I'm going backwards from when I first came into this area. Bloody letter. 2123 train ticket to St. Marion. The text is hard to read because of the bloodstains. So, I wonder if this is the chain that I originally came out of. Perhaps not. So if we're going to be in tight corridors, may as well use this thing. Let's see where St. Marianne. 11:23 or 9:23. Going from Intercity. So I guess Intercity means Crot. That got cancelled.
Did you feel that? An ergo amplification effect coming from Crot Central Station. I wonder if the alchemists are plotting something again. Please investigate that area.
Sorry, I was dealing with the dog there. So, I thought there was going to be somebody else up here. Apparently that was just Sophia. Kind of threw me for a loop there. Good thing this doesn't do build-up with rolling like Dark Souls 2 and Elden Ring. Yeah. So that looks like it's really it for this area right here. So there's an ergo amplification effect. Kind of surprised this is so close. I wondered if there was going to be something else like that. Oh yeah, those ones explode. That was silly of me. I was gonna say it's kind of funny fighting these types of enemies again, because it almost feels like I've graduated. Like making the victory laps, dealing with them. I think before I jump down there, I'm going to use one of the canisters things. This one. Ports. Damn it. It slowed me down just enough. That's what I get for meandering a bit. Oh no. I didn't even get all of them. Okay. Time to cheese them with ranged consumables. Yes. I should probably start using the Legion magazine things. How many? And being able to one-shot them feels pretty amazing. Is he a spammer? That's my move. Okay. I thought there's another one, yep. It's like train graveyard vibes going off right now. Oh, they're the projectile users. I like how the box stopped it. And those projectiles did a lot of damage. I think my piercing defense must just be really low or something. Oh, that's not good. Wait, this is a puppet, and now he's petrified? Wow, that was like half my health with one attack. Just gonna peek my head up here. Okay. I'm gonna kill the big dude up here, and then maybe go and heal. Oh, I almost screwed that up. Jeez. It's a lot of noise. Almost as bad as those crows in Bloodborne. Almost. So I think I've progressed too much. And the other area is the dead end. Babel catalyst and some dim ergo fragments. You know, I'm not going to just go save it or whatnot. I'll just continue with my 5 canisters of heals. Because I don't feel like fighting all these things again. Nightbot really wants me to stretch. I probably really should. I don't know why it doubles up like that sometimes. I feel like I'm gonna get ganked for this. Oh yeah, let's do something unorthodox for me. Oh, let's do it this way. That wasn't too bad. Is that really it? I guess so. Your wrist tendonitis is flaring up again? Is that like carpal tunnel, or is like how significantly different is that? Aha. I screwed up. My weapon! Half Moonstone, Legion magazine. Resplendent ergo fragments. So, all of you who've played Lies of P before me, how do you feel about the whole durability system? That's a big boy. Can't wait for there to be 3 of them. Oh god. kind of saw that one coming. Come on. Hit him. Oh, I whipped it. I needed to use my shot, but I'm a smart guy sometimes. I'll tell you what. Murderer Puppet's Amulet. Hey, that's me, the murderer puppet. Better add puppet into that. Don't clip that out of context, guys. Alright. Increases damage inflicted on humans. The joy of having killed a human lies dormant within the clockwork heart. I will kill anything that resembles a human. Ooh. Oh, and there's like a guillotine icon within it. So what's this puppet one? Like the iRobot style torso? And then the carcass looks like a skull with antlers, essentially. Special resistance ampule, a bunch of dead folk in this area. This looks like a research tram. Oh, there's a lot of dudes in here. So those ones don't get staggered as much. Kind of scared to walk in here with this few resources. Why didn't I like back up after that? No, so this is the one we originally came from. Okay, so now I know where I am. Wonder if there's anything else here. Investigate. I have perfected the greatest puppet. Now, that child again. Those books weren't like that before. There's no more weapons here. Somebody took our stuff. And it wasn't us. So there's a stargazer kind of nearby, right? So that area wasn't open before. Well, take back what I said about the stargazer, because it seems a little bit irrelevant. Alright, so you guys thought the durability system was fine, but a pain to grind in the middle of fights. Elliot says, it was fine, question mark? You don't think you'd care if it just wasn't there, though? Yeah. Just a nothing mechanic. Scaleezy says, grinding your weapon mid-boss fight looks badass. Feels like Liza P threads the needle of being enough of a concern that it adds tension without being tedious or punishing. I feel like having decay affect it as strongly as it does is a bit difficult. I don't know how people who struggle to get the staggers off are realistically supposed to repair a lot of their weapons in the midst of fights sometimes. Oh, I'm going backwards. So I came from that way. How did I get so turned around? Okay. How did I get so turned around? So that's where we came up from. Okay, so I did kind of have that correct in my mind. Okay, alright, I've pieced it together a bit. I don't like the brain sucker sounds. Not when I've got so few resources. Wait, no, is that it? This is all just a dead end? No, I haven't gone this way before. What other gate did I unlock? I have enough to level up. Right. Two Hit isn't a fan of the durability mechanics. Understandable. So, okay, maybe I just need to go down these stairs. So yeah, the last shortcut that I unlocked, I thought went to this gate that I just came from by the Stargazer, but apparently I was...
Kill me. I'm a human. Just a soldier.
His voice sounds familiar. Is this the real Alidoro or something? No, he wasn't a soldier. No, this must be her partner. What am I talking about? What was his name? Hopkins? Atkinson. Atkinson.
Are you a stalker? Name is Atkinson. Quite malicious. The suburbs are sealed off. There's no escape. Communications cut off too. Someone planned this all out. No idea who. But my pay grade. If you meet someone named Bell in the city, tell her Atkinson died. A soldier.
Alright, Atkinson's letter. I thought he was, like, dying actively. Well, that's pretty gruesome. Alright, so going back to chat. Decay really ups the pressure and can make it too much for some people, though, so it depends on the player. You think this durability was better in Monster Hunter without horns? Then Chadwick said, in Monster Hunter, it was used to keep you busy and manage damage output. Weapon damage, that is. Sharpness in Monster Hunter. Chadwick plays a gun lance. We don't believe in things like sharpness or slash damage. Captini, welcome back to the stream. You said in Monster Hunter, or Monhun, it was also important to reach certain sharpness to not cause hits to bounce off of certain parts. Aren't some Grand Lance attacks slashy, so you keep cutting parts off with it? Captini says, if you're a person who does not like methodical approach of Monster Hunter, then Sword and Shield is good for you. Got a few friends to play with the game because of Sword and Shield? Sword and Shield, are you, like, legitimately talking about Pokemon? I don't... Monhun devolves into jargon talk really quickly. Yeah, that's why I didn't read it out loud in the chat. Okay, so Atkinson's letter. My dearest Belle, I remembered the day I met you through your father's friend, Sir Luft. That day, the steam of Crot Central Station was thick on the platform, and a flock of birds was flying overhead, above the glass ceiling. There I was waiting for you. When I saw a lady take one step down those stairs, I knew it was you. Your effervescent laughter left an impression on me. The reason I'm writing this letter... Yes, I'm at the train station, and it reminds me of you from that time. We were colleagues at first, and then lovers, but I still can't let you go. The way you smiled and looked forward to the exhibition and festivals, those beautiful nights with the fireworks, I just can't let it go. So if we are to survive and make it out of here, I plan to visit you with this letter. Please stay safe and wait for me until then. Sincerely, Atkinson. Oh, that's very sad. Oh, He wasn't immune. He wasn't immune. The intrusive thoughts one. Well, I can definitely say he died a soldier. Can't wait for the chat delay to catch up to that. Oh, we got some Sadako style enemies. Oh, I didn't even see that the third one. What the hell? That weapon was not as effective as I was hoping it'd be in that instance. That's a little bit of my punishment for my unholy actions. That was not a very good boy of me now, was it? Ooh, branching path. Hey Jay Dixon, welcome in. You missed a few streams. What boss has been the most difficult for me? So this is weird. I guess technically it'd be Hercules or Champion Victor, because that one took me the most time, but it didn't feel as difficult for me as Romko, Raiden, Romeo. So yeah, that I don't know why it took me so long for Hercules, because like his moveset didn't feel bad. It just felt like I was not mechanically performing the actions that I needed to at times, and there were a couple really questionable circumstances where I died a few times throughout my endeavors, but yeah, I don't know. I've been having a lot of problems just like blocking attacks in general. I know there was a collapse, but why did they have to cut off communication? Please let us out. So those things don't really take hit stun. Master Chef's knife, blade, and handle. Ooh, we can become a Tonberry. Just give us everyone's grudge. Conserve energy, furious slash. Decreases stamina consumption. Slashes enemies in front of you multiple times. Holding down the attack button will keep attacking, and after a certain time, it will trigger a strong finishing attack. So if that's the handle, I wonder if that's going to be like really good for the crit style weapons. So this is another technique weapon. Dexterity. Oh yeah, I should read this. A Master Chef's blade. It is short but good enough to slaughter puppets. The citizens who fought back during the puppet frenzy the most were cooks. Their knives that were once used to prepare feasts were repurposed to slaughter puppets. The handle of the personal chef of a master... Wow. The handle of the personal knife of a master chef. Some famous chefs engraved their handles with their symbol or initials. While slaughtering puppets, they lost their sanity amidst the violence. They got more and more drunk on the feeling of cutting something to pieces rather than saving people. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like blood drunkenness almost. That doesn't feel too bad. I wonder what that's going to be like if you put a different weapon at the end of it. Another cool dex weapon that I will never use. I'm just going to go back and heal since it's literally right there. And I don't have to deal with all those enemies again. Oh yeah, I should go to the hotel, huh? And level up. Yeah, those two are tough. Tell me about it. I spent way too long trying to deal with both of them. Actually, the puppet master, well, I did spend a decent amount of time on him. Like, it, took me a minute of, like, getting my bearing. But once I got it, it wasn't really that bad. The Swamp Boy was rough for you. It took me a couple tries. I maybe spent, like, 40 minutes, which is a pretty good boss length. But not nearly as long as I had to spend on the other bosses, the King of the Puppets and the Champion Victor. What amulets do I have on? Oh yeah, Armagod. That puts me too far. I should have remembered that. Okay. Master Chef knife handle, white with the puppet axe blade. It makes us a true chef. Now, Without Horns really wants to run in D&D one shot where the end boss is just a Tonberry. Oh man, that'd be absolutely wicked, where its special move is everyone's grudge. So that way, if you have a party who like to be murder hobos, they just get one shot for their actions. Scowleasy says, Green Monster is pretty hated, seems to be a wall for people. I could see that. Like, I feel like I got kind of lucky for his phase 2. I don't know. But, man, that was such a bad impression when I first got to phase 2 and just immediately got one shot at, like, full health, or close to full health. Elliot says, the phase 2 of Green Monster specifically, you were no-hitting phase 1 by the time you got 2 down. It just ramps the punishing damage up even more and feels like a single big mistake is death. Yeah, he hit really hard. I eventually just switched a lot of my equipment to stack max health and all that. Okay, I did take that one off. So that probably helped me a bit, but yeah. He definitely felt like a huge difficulty spike in terms of how much damage he did compared to everything else in the area. I legitimately considered like summoning after I got one shot on the first time I got to phase 2.
Good to see you. I was getting worried waiting this long. The situation here seems to be getting worse. Soldiers like me are blunt. So give it to me straight. Is my partner safe?
I mean, these are both lies. I done screwed up.
This is Atkinson's handwriting in the letter. When we came to Crop, I never thought it would end like this. Sometimes you meet people who make you believe they'll always be with you. But a life can be snuffed out at any moment. I need to stay alive to notify others of his death. But it feels like something inside me has died as well. Anyway, I appreciate knowing what happened. I mean it.
Why? Electric Blitz canister. So, yeah, she could thank me for a job well done. A world I did not know when I was in the tower. The flower you gave me, the world you showed me made me happy. My memories are burning, leaving only the question of why behind. Where does love begin? Why? A song of aching love and whispers. It is technically true that he died to a puppet. I kind of regret looking at the gramophone because that just kind of reveals how little of these I have and how much more I could look forward to. I was petting the dog, so I stopped. Alright, so the booster keeps going. I do wish it gave me like an accurate amount of time that it takes to get ripe at that point when you use the boosters. Because now it feels like it's more guesswork. It's just kind of indescribably faster. Oh, I forgot I got quartz. Wait, I've been able to upgrade for a very long time, haven't I? I just thought the next tier was like a full one. No, I haven't been able to upgrade this one. Not the special weapons? What the hell?
I know my way around a weapon.
No, I do need a full one for that. So I just need halves for this. I'll figure this stuff out off stream. I thought there'd be lyrics with this record too. Stella thinks that our lady friend seemed tall. Yeah, I guess she is tall compared to myself and Sophia, huh? I feel like most of the other human NPCs and even like some of these puppets are pretty tall though. Maybe we're just a growing boy. I guess Vanini's not that tall. Wait, is she missing a leg? No, okay. So she's sitting, but we're pretty much almost as tall as her, I assume, if she was actually standing up straight. The ergo is whispering. Oh yeah, I forgot about the quartz. Why did it start there? Gilded coin fruits can be sold for 100 ergo each. Oh, that's not too much. How much ergo is 1 gil worth? So the cat has moved.
You don't remember much. Ask me about it.
So what did I want to upgrade? That, right? Probably. Increase pulse cells, cube, shorten fruit. Belt slots? No. This is a little bit tempting. I think I'm going to do the pulse cells. Because I'm really bad at using my Legion arm anyway. Let's be real here. Let's look at the final tier. Enhanced stagger attack from behind? That's not too bad. Enhanced fatal attack. Lower damage while dodging. Oh, that's another pulse cell just right off the rip. That might be a no-brainer. Auto charge Legion. That's the arm thing. Perfect guard, fable charge enhance. Okay. Charge attack stamina consumption. That's pretty good. Charges fable upon pulse cell use. Oh, that's pretty nice. Oh, it's just partially. I don't know like how much that means. Is it like 1 bar? Is it half of a bar? It's kind of one of the issues of trying to like figure out these upgrades. Because this, it seems like it'd be nice to just like spam a bunch of your pulse cells right before going back to the Stargazer. Sorry, the song is kind of loud, at least for me. Doom 2 is about as complex a PC game that Chadwick is willing to entertain because he finds MMOs too macro with needing to know like cooldown rotations and min-maxing, all that stuff. Captini says, MMOs don't work these days because everyone just Googles what to do and what is best to do. Vanilla World of Warcraft was great because of the time it came out, and the modern way of looking at guides for everything was not yet there, I'm assuming. So yeah, I agree to an extent that I do think there's way too much metagaming going on now, but it's one of those things where the genie is already out of the bottle, and you can't really undo the way that people interact with it. And unfortunately, I think the only way you can kind of counteract the metagaming is to out-metagame the metagamers and create a game where it's mostly procedurally generated, which means AI, which means less jobs for actual developers, perhaps. I've played Dark Souls 2 a time, or 2.5. Well, I didn't attack. Oh god. I don't think mashing helps, but can't believe I got like that. A vivid ergo fragments? Not exactly worth it. Actually, I have no idea how much that's worth. I do not keep a good track of what does what. Chadwick says, anything that its endgame relies on a meta you're generally not into. I mean, you could say that about mostly anything. 80% of players went for Ronnie's ending for months after Elden Ring released. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one, just because I feel like the game really does put people on the rails into getting it. Is that the cat? Is he going to attack me? Because I don't think that's a particularly hard ending to get, because you, at the very least, you'll interact with Blythe after Radon, and you just need to go to Karya Manor and follow that stuff. It's really not that hidden, especially after all like the updates and whatnot. Bloodborne's win condition is to uninstall the game. That's not true. Yeah, Clown got the ending blind. I would have gotten it blind, except I didn't choose that one. I chose the Fia ending. Alright, let's see what this is about.
You lost, little lamb. Hand over all you got.
Robber Weasel. Aw. Just trying to do this.
Welcome to the city of the future. And the future is death.
I was not trying to do that. My buff! I blew it! Okay, so their attack is faster. I forgot I could just Black Knight these dudes. Or girls. Gals.
In a city where everything is upside down, the strong rule, not the wise.
This the hunter, or whatever you call this. This one's pretty tanky. I was out of stamina, I think. Alright, I just need to stop charging up. It's way more fun to charge up.
You ought to give to the needy.
Alright, I'll give you a stab in the back. Oh, I didn't have any hits done. What the hell? I was way too slow on that one.
I don't want to die. I just wanted a full belly. That's not so wrong.
Well, you tried to do a little murder to get it. And also, I don't got like a bunch of flesh on me? Maybe I do. I don't know what kind of puppet I really am. So anyway, let's check out that costume. What is this? Robber Weasel's hunting apparel. The hunting apparel worn by the Robber Weasel. It may look shabby, but nothing is better for robbing. Countless aristocrats have died, and countless homes have lost their owners. With its many empty houses, Krot became the perfect place for robbers and petty thieves to ply their trade. The Robber Weasel's mask. It may look ridiculous and unimpressive, but its ability to instill fear in the dark is unmatched. The robber believes she could escape the city once the next empty house is ransacked. She She never imagined that this would be her last excursion. Kind of reminds me of Scarecrow. I'm just going to go ahead and teleport back to the Stargazer. That Horns thinks Frenzy Flame is the best ending. I've gotten some really funny comments on my Frenzy Flame video. There was, I think, like one today or yesterday where it's like, this is some cult leader type stuff. That one cracked me up. So this is the locked door. Oh, okay, I know exactly where we are. Damn luggage. Who keeps moving all the luggage around? These mad puppets. Alright. You're biased for Fia's ending because you think she's cool. I don't know why that was not a backstab. Okay. Wait, what is more like LCL from Evangelion than everything else? Maybe that's what Antonia's IV is dripping to her LCL. No, I don't want to use a different costume just because it makes this playthrough more consistent for all of my footage gathering. Huh. Just kind of messing around with the tracking a little bit. All the watery sounds over there. Ooh, red lantern. At least check if there's any costumes with bare feet. Okay. Tarantino's in the chat the entire time. Tarantino's a lover of women's feet. I tried to dodge it. Stabilized alchemical booster. Okay, so the big ones are probably the alchemical booster ones. That's weird. Moon boy over here. For Chadwick, meta's considered the death of PvP gaming. I mean, that's just, it doesn't matter what you do, there's going to be a meta that develops. Even, like, you could say Solitaire has a meta. You better believe it. If only the charged R2 on this had slightly more range. The LCL thing was referring to the Frenzied Flame ending? I don't follow. How would that be LCL? Maybe, like, YouTube ate another comment. Someone's always going to find a way to break the game. Yeah. Dark Moon, Moonstone of the Covenants. They just really do not want me to upgrade the special weapons. So that was just the bathroom. Okay. Should I come out here, see what's going on? Oh, we got items returned. And a bunch of big dudes. So things are different. I like that. Coming back to a previous area. But the enemy placements and whatnot are changed. We need a Trinity key. Big surprise. So we're not done with the Rizzler. I thought this was a person for a second. Oh, I see. All returning to 1 with the LCL. I can kind of get what you're saying now. Okay. Any percent speedrunners make their whole job breaking a game? Yeah, I was just thinking of how badly the Saw Cleaver is like the most meta weapon in Bloodborne, despite everything. He just smacked me in my face. Man, these things hit really hard now. I don't think I could just bully those dudes. But who knows? Not like that. I should just dodge out of the way. Well, maybe I can bully them. Go! Stop! The danger dog. Sounds like a big thing growling. Oh, the statue got knocked over. Valentinus. Okay, yeah, so somebody had mentioned Valentinus. So he is the cornerstone of Origin. And he was apparently like a real-life alchemist? Chadwick says, you agree that all games eventually get meted? The ceiling of gameplay is always the meta. This is true in fighters as easily as it's true in shooters. True. Stella wishes that... Or sorry, Captini talks to Stella and says that you wish Games Done Quick would have more glitchless runs. As a child, you don't have the memory card, so you learn to play games really fast. Yeah, I have mixed feelings about like any percent runs versus glitches. Ah. What the hell? Got like Bloodborne right there. Forbidden Woods did. I was not expecting that. Coil Mjolnir head and handle. So that sounds like it'd be an advanced weapon. No, it's Motivity. Thunderstrike and Absolute Defense. It's a large blunt. Alright, Thunderstrike. A strong downward blow. When you cut downward, lightning will deal electric blitz damage to the surrounding enemies. After attacking, your weapon is temporarily imbued with electric blitz. Perfectly block the enemy's attack temporarily. A hammerhead modified by attaching Vanini's storage battery. Ergo functions as a conductor so that a strong electric shock causes it to release a current. Quote, I don't know whether Vanini is a genius or a fool for using an item like this as a mere storage battery, end quote. The opinion of a technician named Descartes on Vanini's storage battery. Coil Mjolnir handle. The handle of a hammer altered by attaching Vanini's storage battery. It was made long and sturdy so that it could withstand the hammer's impact. How could he use my storage battery on this horrifying thing? Is Descartes a fool or a genius? The opinion of Vanini on Descartes' hammer. Huh. Let's see what Mjolnir does. Aw, man, that first attack seemed pretty cool, but then, like, the delay for the second one, it's pretty rough. But, I mean, I guess if it has the stun/knockback to go with it, who knows? It's a Tesla hammer? I've got to be super encumbered. Maybe that's the issue? Let's take this off for a second. I do think that that might affect things slightly. Whether you're slightly heavy or, like, heavy. Because that feels slightly faster. Maybe that's just my imagination. Okay. All depends on the goal of the game. If the goal of the game is to, say, kill a monster as fast as you can, the medal will support the most capable method of doing that. Creative goals lead to creative gameplay. You're shouting at Cloud? Sorry for the tangent. We all gotta shout at Cloud sometimes. It's gotta be a dog or something, right? So the puppets are becoming infected over time. I wonder if that's like an ergo thing. I clanked. Alright. Yeah, so I have like mixed feelings about speedrunning because on one hand it's all really cool as hell that people are able to do it. Then on the other hand, I don't like how many of them like rely on really obscure texts to like speed up gameplay at times. Oh, he's a big boy. Oh god. My timing is off. He's not getting stunned. Oh my god. I don't know what to do except panic. That was a perfect block, though. I heard the sound effects work. I don't... that's annoying when that happens. Yeah, okay, so what I mean with, like, some of the movement tech stuff is... So, maybe this isn't best for, like, speedruns, but, like, one of the kookiest mechanics that comes to mind in general, which is a pretty, well-known one, is, like, wave dashing in Super Smash Bros. Melee, or, quote-unquote, teching off the stage. So there's this mechanic that happens in Smash Bros. Where if you get knocked into a wall or the stage, and if you press the like shield button at an appropriate time, which has like a 2-frame window, I think, to like press it, it will stop your momentum. So you can use teching to hit the stage but not get spiked down beneath it if you're like hitting the side of the stage, like underneath it, so that way you don't fall to your death immediately. So you don't get ping-ponged, essentially, might be a better way to describe it. And stuff like that, it just kind of like cheapens the experience for me when they get used for glitching games and doing them like quickly in speedrunning. Maybe no, let's just take this away from the whole speedrunning angle and just when they become like more meta options. So like being forced to wave dash and use techs in Super Smash Bros. Melee is just kind of really lame to me, because a lot of people don't have that kind of mechanical skill to be able to perform such techniques. And teching is still a thing even in like Smash Bros. Ultimate and whatnot. But yeah, so Stella says, you think they're cool, but it's never something you're going to be capable of? Yeah. That's the gameplay ceiling. The most ruthlessly capable players will push the engine to the limit. Yeah. Sounds pretty arbitrary, not going to lie. So, I mean, I don't think the devs necessarily intended for, like, wave dashing to be in the game. And, of course, people are going to break the games because it's the most efficient thing to do. I totally understand that. But for me, personally, seeing others do that just kind of takes it into a realm that is beyond my appreciation at times. Like, other than, like, the appreciation for the technical skill of being able to input commands so accurately and so, like, quickly, that's always going to be impressive to a degree, but after a certain point, it like, the gameplay becomes alien, and you don't necessarily follow all of the input commands. So there's some other stuff in like Mario where you can literally jump off of a wall if you hit it at a certain like part of the block. And yeah, there's just like a ridiculous amount of tech for all of the Mario games to like speedrun and whatnot. It's super annoying. You tech the fun and spirit out of it. Oh, okay. I didn't understand your no, not at all for a minute. So much more prevalent in fighters than any other game. Maybe shoot 'em ups, but that's not the same. That's when the meta corrupts the game. It blows things up when the player base relies on cutting out 90% of the game to exploit a singular tactic. I mean, it's whatever works. Okay. So, even though I got my ass kicked by the giant dude, I think this is a pretty good stopping point, because this is kind of like the beginning of a new / old area for tomorrow's stream. So, now that we're kind of at the, designated time limit for the night for once, I will end things only slightly late, but yeah, nonetheless, thank you all so much for watching as always. We'll be going live again, same time tomorrow, tonight, today, whatever, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully we'll see you on the next stream. Till then, take care, stay safe. Last Protagonist out.